If I could travel back in time knowing what I know, shit would be a lot different. If you know, you know. Everything I'm not made me who I am. Make it to the top was my only plan.
Yo, it's your boy HJ. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Pay attention, man. You might learn something.
Yeah, y'all, it's the Kid HG. Let's talk about it, man. Make sure y'all liking these videos, man. Make sure y'all subscribing. You know what I'm saying? I got some stories for y'all. Y'all been asking for them, so I'm going to give it to y'all, man. But today we're going to talk about the Glock dookie, and I wanted to talk about my old celly I had. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a Glock dookie, for y'all who don't know, is when somebody defecate in a bottle or something, and they mix it with the piss and all that, and they just shake it up and let it sit and ferment for a couple days. And basically what happens is when they throw that on somebody, a lot of times dudes will throw it on the COs and stuff, but when they throw it on you, like, that joint could do damage. Like, it could take hair off your head. It could do all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, usually, like, you know, I hear Chicago dudes talking about it, but, you know, it was an instance where I ran into dudes that was doing that. And it's usually, like, young boys that be down in Jamesburg and Epp and all that, they do stuff like that. Or somebody who just ain't all there in the head. But it was a situation where a young boy was ready to spray my celly down with that joint, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was I had a celly when I was in the county, you know what I'm saying? He was like the store. Anybody who been to jail, you know it's always a store or two on the tier where you can go get items and you got to pay back double and stuff like that. So he was the store. So basically somebody was leaving and they left behind a prayer rug. And I don't know if they told the boy, it was a young boy from AC, little short, light-skinned boy with dreads. Me and boy was cool though. We was cool. We was tight. You know, I don't know if they told him they was gonna leave it to him, but they ended up giving it to my celly. You know what I mean, I don't know if he gave him some items for it or whatever. So when the boy left, the young boy from AC came to the hut like, yo, where that prayer rug at? Like, dude said that was mine. He like, no, this mine. Like, I mean, he gave it to me. He like, man, you better give me that prayer rug. So my celly wasn't Muslim. Dude was Muslim. So he like, what do you need a prayer rug for anyway? You're not Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, like, this is my joint. I'm not giving it up type shit. So young boy like, oh, yeah, all right, cool. So they arguing. Mind you, the way my county is, when upstairs is out, downstairs is locked in. When downstairs is out, upstairs is locked in. So they was out. You know what I mean? So he at the door. He arguing back and forth with the young boy. Young boy just spit a loogie on him. You know what I mean? Right in his neck. Hit him right in his neck. Boom. So I'm like, oh, I'm seeing this. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it's lit. Because, you know, somebody spit on you. That's like the worst thing somebody could do to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's about to be lit when them doors pop. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, nigga, you gonna give me that rug, this, that, and third. Done spit on him and all that. So basically when the doors pop, ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? So basically my celly, I mean, he had a Fed case. He was in there on some Fed shit. You know what I'm saying? He went to Monmouth County first and got transferred down to my county. You know what I mean? So they hold federal inmates in my county. So, and the boy from AC, he had caught a case in Gloucester County. And Gloucester County at the time was sending all their inmates to my county. They had shut it down. They sent it to a couple different counties, but my county was one of the counties they sent it to. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, so they popped the doors, nothing happened. So he come to the door, he got the Glock dookie on him. He like, nigga, I should spray that whole room down. But I'm in the room. I'm like, nigga, you ain't gonna spray this room down. I'm like, bro, you tripping. He like, nah. So you lucky Big Rod up in there. He said, I ain't gonna spray this room down because Rod up in there. He was like, nigga, but I should do it to you. You know what I mean? So the next day we in the yard. And I mean, we kicking it. You know, a couple of my young boys from my town was there. So they fly with the young boy from AC. And me and him cool. So, you know, we working out. We chopping it up. So, like, I don't know if we brought up what happened the day before or something. But he lifted his shirt up and he strapped. He got Glock dookie on his hip. You hear me? He like, I wish that nigga would come over here. I'd do him dirty in this yard. Mind you, boy like 5'2", 150 pounds soaking wet. My celly's like 5'8", 230, all muscle, you know what I'm saying? And like, he was like from Trenton, you know what I'm saying? So he was from Trenton, but he was from Browns Mills too. Like he probably went to school in Browns Mills, but he from Trenton. Like he be out Trenton, he get money out Trenton, he called his case in Trenton. So it was other dudes from Trenton on the tier. They like, yo, bro, you gotta do something about that. Like you making us look bad. Like we don't take shorts like that. You know what I mean? But he never did nothing. You know what I mean? And that was just one instance where he took it short. Another time he took it short, you know what I'm saying? It was this young boy from Camden. He was another little nigga, you know what I'm saying? Me and him was cool. We was tight. He was a little crip nigga. I think he was Hoover or something. So one day he come to me, he like, yo, Rod, because a lot of dudes ain't like my celly, because he was a loudmouth nigga, you know what I mean? He was acting like he ran the tier and all that, you know what I mean? And me, I'm just laid back, I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? So dudes always take a liking to me, because the same way I'm on the street, that's the same way I'm in jail. Like, I be chilling, bro. I mind my business, stay out the way. I don't bring trouble unless you want that, you know what I'm saying? So me and Boy was cool. So he like, yo, Rod, Boy be feeding you? I'm like, no, why would he feed me? I get my own shit. Like, I used to be heavy in that joint. Like, I wasn't no bum ass nigga. I'm like, I don't, you know, I don't be asking him for nothing. Like, he don't gotta feed me. Like, oh yeah, all right, cool. So a couple days later, we out there, we playing spades or whatever. Like, dude probably was playing poker, and niggas be playing dominoes, all that. So we not paying attention. Our backs is to the hut. So him and his celly was from Rochester, New York. He had caught like a case out my way from like a stolen car or something. So he was booked with us. So the whole time we playing whatever we playing, them niggas is going in the hut taking all this nigga shit. When I said this boy was loaded, this dude under his bunk was all food, bro. He had everything under that joint, right? So we go back in the hut, like all I see is like a candy bar on the floor. He like, yo, wow, you was in here? You see anybody come in here? I'm like, no, I wasn't in here. We look under his bed, that joint empty, right? Everything gone. So he like, yo, he's like, I'm gonna get the CO to run the tapes back. So he go knock on the door like, yo, CO. Niggas on the tier like, yo, what happened? He like, yo, niggas ran in here. Niggas is pussies. They ain't take it from me. Niggas is sneak thieves and all that. Niggas is like, yo, chill, bro. You gonna make it hot. Like, he's like, yo, you know, other niggas got shit in their hut. They don't want to get the tier rated. So they like, yo, chill. When the doors pop, you know what I mean? We gonna get to this. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what's up. So I'm telling Boy, so I'm thinking, I'm like, this boy was just asking me, you know what I mean, the dude be feeding me. So I'm like, mind you, when you in jail, your celly is like your man. Like, that's what you supposed to have your celly back, they supposed to have your back. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. That's like jail etiquette. Unless you just don't rock with him at all. But me and dude, we was all right. I mean, we used to chop it up and shit. We was cool. This before I found out he was a rat, though. So look, now I mean, I look down the hall, these niggas got the towel up. The same boy, they got the towel up and shit. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, they stashing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him, I said, yo, look. I said, them niggas got you, bro. I said, look, they got the towel up, bro. He like, oh, yeah. He said, all right, cool. So when the doors pop, he like, Rob, walk down there with me. I said, all right, cool. I got your back. Now, I mean, I'll make sure they don't jump him and shit. Now, I mean, as far as him getting his shit back, he got to, you know, go get his shit back. But, you know, I'm going to make sure it's a fade or whatever. Like, niggas ain't going to stroll you type shit. So I'm walking with him. We go down there. Mind you, this dude little as hell, too. He like 5'2", 150 pounds. He in there, mind you, he must have just got the shower or something. This nigga in there lotioning his feet, bro. Bro, nigga ain't got no shoes on or nothing. He sit on his bunk, he putting lotion on his feet, my nigga. We walk in there, he like, yo, y'all niggas came in my hut. Boy, like, what? He look at his celly, he like, yo, bro, block the door, yo. He's like, what the fuck you say to me, nigga? He said, first of all, why you even come down here, right? So his celly goes to like block the doors. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool. We all in there. Now, I mean, he like, yo, nigga, don't be asking me no fucking questions, nigga. So I ain't gotta take your shit, pussy, this, that, and third. He like, all right. And he just spun off. He like, yo, bro, it's cool, bro. I'm gonna get the COs to run the tapes back. I'm looking at that boy like, what? But like, not for nothing, like just looking, it didn't like they had nothing in there. Even though they had everything in there, but they must have stashed it so well that niggas couldn't see. But I'm like, yo, bro, that ain't go how it was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was cool with Boy. I mean, I got my celly back, but he got to put that effort in, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, I'm going to just tell the COs to run the tapes back. So now everybody looking at him like he's a fucking pussy. Like, man, you tripping, bro. Know what I mean? So I don't know. I think he asked the CO to run the tape back, but they ain't run it back. Now, I mean, they ain't run the shit back. So they basically told that nigga, like, get the fuck out of here. So they basically burnt him. I mean, but all my shit was still there. Everything I had to the T. Like, my shit was like, let's just say his shit was under the bed. My shit was like on the desk. All my shit was there. It was cool. Ain't nobody touched nothing of my shit. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So that's another time he took it short. So this is how I found out he was a rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him, we used to chop it up. You know what I mean? He used to tell me about Trenton and shit. Because, you know, like, the town where I'm from is right in the middle of Trenton and Camden. You know what I mean? So, but I always, like, favorite Camden. I always go to Camden more than I went to Trenton. Like, I know people in Trenton a little bit, but I know more people in Camden. I done lived in Camden. You know what I mean? So, like, he used to just break down the city to me, like, who was getting money, Know what I mean? Like, you know, how they did shit. You know, he's from North Trenton, but he used to be out west too. Like, we used to talk about, you know, just a lot of shit about Trenton, you know what I'm saying? So he used to break it down to me and shit. We was cool, you know what I'm saying? So another dude from Trenton came on the tier. He was Haitian, you know what I mean? And me and him ended up being fly, cause, you know what I mean? As soon as I found out he was Haitian, you know, we was tight, you know what I mean? And one day he was just in the yard with me, he laughing. He like, yeah, you know your man a rat, you're celly. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah, he told on such and such out Trenton and shit. Right? So I'm like, for real? So I'm like, damn, I'm in the cell with a rat. I mean, but I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's between them. I mean, I ain't telling this nigga no crimes I did or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, this shit temporary anyway. So I go back to the cell. I'm like, yo, you ever heard of such and such? Just to fuck his head up. You know what I mean? He like, yeah. What happened with him? What you know about him? I'm like, no, I just heard he was the guy out there. I heard he was getting that money. He's like, yeah, boy, I was getting money, man. He that dude. You know what I mean, he was that dude. Like, I used to run with him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, boy, grimy though. Like, he did this and that to me. You know, he sold me a stolen car. He did this and that. I'm just like, oh, this nigga a rat, man. I could just tell. And like, he used to have a lot of attorney visits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, he had a fed case. Like, he got caught like a bird or some crazy shit. Like, a bunch of work, bro. Like, I mean, so he was facing a lot of time. He ended up going home and shit, bro. But, further down the line, he got into it with some Burlington niggas. Know what I mean? And me and them was cool. Like, bro, I was cool with everybody. If you was somebody, I was kind of cool with you. You know what I mean? Everybody just fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? So this time I ain't have his back. You know what I mean? Once I found out he was a rat, I was like, all right, I ain't, you know what I mean? Plus he done took a bunch of shorts and shit. I'm like, I ain't about to keep putting my neck out there for this boy. So he get into it with some Burlington niggas that I'm all right with, I know, you know what I'm saying? And they was about to get at him, and he ended up going to lockup. So, mind you, he was the store, so he was heavy. You know what I mean? So them Burlington niggas, they was next door to me. Like, I know you ain't gonna send that food up, because like what happens is, like, if you go to lockup, your celly gotta kind of pack your shit up. You know what I mean? I know you ain't gonna send that food up. I'm like, hell no. So I burns him. Boom, I take everything. I sent his clothes and shit, but I burnt him. I think I kept his sneakers. I kept all his food and shit. I mean, it was grimy, but whatever. You know what I mean? You probably see this shit. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? So I burns him. This nigga sent police to my door like 3-4 times trying to get shit. Know what I mean? He fucking has his mom calling the jail. Like, these niggas was applying pressure. They was ready to smack my hut behind this nigga, but at the same time, it's like, I used to order heavy too, so it was like, they couldn't prove nothing. So I guess he called himself approaching me one day. I'm at Jumar and shit. He come over there, like, he tried to shake my hand, like, yo, bro. I'm like, what? Man, fuck out of here, right? Like, I ain't shaking your hand. Like, I'm like, nigga, why you telling niggas I robbed you? Nigga, I don't need your shit, whatever. He like, no, I just was here. So basically, COs was going back and telling this nigga I robbed him pretty much. Like, yo, Big Rod got your shit. Like, I seen him. Because what happened was with me, like, when I took his shit, it wasn't like I just kept it all. I was, like, looking out for niggas. Like, niggas ain't had no food. I was giving them food. Like, I was, you know what I mean, looking out for all the little niggas on the tier, making sure everybody could eat. It's almost like I took from him and gave back to the poor type shit. Because, like I said, I had food, bro. You know, I mean, I ate some of that shit too, but I gave a lot of that shit away for real. Like, you know what I mean? And so the COs was going back and telling him they moved into like another tier on the other side of the jail. So I'm like, you know, I burns him, whatever. He called himself approach me. I'm like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Like, yo, why you telling niggas I burnt you? Like, so they're like, yo, be quiet. I mean, it's time to pray, whatever. So, you know, I go in there, I pray, I say it for Jumar. After Jumar, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, man, I ain't gotta rob you, nigga. Like, nah, bro, it ain't like that, I'm like, are you sure, nigga? Like, no, it ain't like that. I'm like, all right, whatever. Go back to the tier and shit. I mean, and it just was what it was. But yeah, man, boy, you know, he did a lot of sucker shit, man. Like, niggas just kept trying his ass. Like, he one of them dudes, like he caught a fake case and he had Robin Lord and shit, and he was trying to go home, so he wasn't trying to get in no trouble. He wasn't trying to get no write-up, so he was basically letting niggas get away with doing all kinds of shit to him on some sucker shit, you know what I mean? But really, I wanted to talk about that Glock dookie. Like, that shit serious, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all know. You know what I mean? But that shit real, you know what I mean? But it's the Kid HG signing out, man. Y'all be safe out there, stay sucker free.